that, let me give a brief introduction. Satish sir is known to everyone, as I believe, but still as a protocol, we'll just know about himself in very briefly, especially about his achievements. Sri H. Satish is a diploma in cinematography degree holder. He has achieved various distinctions. Some of them I would like to mention here. The important one being MFIAP, MICS, ARPS, PPSA, CMOL, GPA, PES, GSPC, honorary FICS, honorary CPE, honorary PES, GSPC, honorary.
ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಬೇಡ ಬಿಡಿ ಗಿರೀಶ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
Let me know, sir. And he
I'll
has
show separate slide. I'll talk about it.
Okay. Number of honorary commendations he has won. It must be noted that he is the first Indian to be honored with EFIAP and MFIAP in nature color prints, and an youngest Indian to get MFIAP. He is the first Indian to get 2 Master of Photography from 2 world bodies of photography in nature photography. Apart from the above honors that have been conferred on him, it is but apparent that he has won many a competition, garnering up to 1,375 and odd awards, among which gold medals in China, Scotland, Austria, Finland, California, Romania, and France are but significant. Over 3,400 of his pictures have been exhibited in numerous national and international salons. He has been invited as a judge in many national and international photography salons. He has so far judged 43 international and 49 national photography exhibitions. He was one of the jury members in a national level photography competition organized by Photo Division of Information and Broadcasting Ministry, New Delhi. Andhra Pradesh Photography Academy has published a book on the wildlife photographic journey of Sri Satish and is the first time a South Indian has been recognized by another state. Since 45 years, he is the member and has served as Secretary, Vice President, and President of Youth Photographic Society, Bengaluru. Mr. Satish is Karnataka's state artist, an award given for his achievements in the field of photography by Lalit Kala Academy. Friends, who else can give a presentation about salons? He has such vast experience in the field of photography, art of photography, as well as salons. So as a photographer, I am also enthusiastic salon participation, and I know many of you here would be participating in the salons. But salon participation requires some preparation, and what kind of images we have to select and submit in what section. All those things now we'll know from Satish sir. Satish sir, over to you. You can start your presentation.
Thank you, Girish. Elrigu namaskara. Good evening, friends. And I'm happy that many of you could join today's program on all about salon participation. In fact, this particular topic came into mind, to my mind, quite some time back, because many of the enthusiastic salon participants started asking me, sir, why my pictures are not getting accepted everywhere? Only 1 or 2 salon it gets accepted, the remaining places it gets rejected. Why this particular picture is been rejected everywhere? What is the reason? So many things like that. So this made me to give little bit insight knowledge to those aspiring salon participants and enlighten their mind. And also, actually speaking, today's topic all about salon participation. Whatever I am going to say today and sharing with you is my personal opinion and my experience over the past 45 and odd years in salon participation. And also, whatever I am telling, it is whatever I feel about salons participation, judging, various factors about salons I am sharing with you. People may differ in my in their opinion, and I don't mind, and I would like to know from others also. There could be a lot of many judges and very senior salon participants here, but still, this mainly I'm looking at amateurs or those who are just started participating in many national and Indian salons and aspiring for some distinctions and other things. So, friends, first I would start sharing my picture, and then uh, can you see Girish?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Full screen ನೋಡ್ಬೋದಾ?
Yes, yes, we are getting good.
Okay. So, actually, many of the times when we are talking about salon participation, first and foremost thing is the selection of subjects, because many people they think that whatever the pictures that they shoot, it will be good for salons. But no, as a human tendency, whatever we, any for that matter, for an artist, photographic art, it could be photographic art or a sculptor or a painter or whoever, an artist, the creation of his own is very good for himself. But to be admired by everybody is a fact of an art form. So it has to be complete on its own. So particularly when we come to photography, many of the amateur photographers, they think whatever the way they are shooting, whether the composition is good or bad, whether subject is good or bad, or whether the picture is good or bad, but still they love to show it to others. But that is very good, because you have to learn by sharing it with others. Then only you can learn. Particularly with the seniors and those who are already experienced photographers, they will guide you a lot by giving you a lot of suggestions and comments on your picture, so that when you are shooting next time, that picture can be improved. This is the beginning of salon photography. So, actually taking pictures for yourself or for your records or for your album at home is entirely different from participating in salons. And participating in national salon or international or competitions is entirely different medias together. So you cannot take a single picture and put it across to all the competitions or salons and all. No, because each kind of salons, it requires its own standards. I will talk about it later. So before coming to that, I'll share some of the images and talk about those things. Very important rules and regulations, very important knowledge sharing about salons. Afterwards, I'll show how to what kind of pictures that you have to select for all India salons or international salons or other things. So first, let us know how to participate in salons. See, there are two ways. One is individually you can participate for the national salon or international salon, where on the websites or on internets and other things you get a lot of ideas. And the other thing is through clubs. So Youth Photographic Society is a club, Photographic Society of India is a club, Chayapath is another photographic club. Like that, there are thousands of photographic clubs and organizations all over India, and maybe running into some 5 to 10,000 clubs across the world. So each photographic club, they have their own members, they have their own organizing capacity of organizing their salons. Salon is nothing but a place where you can exhibit your pictures and exhibit the pictures to the audiences, that is the common public. So those in earlier days, the French government, they had these kind of exhibitions only for the painters. So when the photography was invented and it became an art form, another art form, people thought in France that why not we open the exhibitions to photographers also. So in French word, salon is nothing but exhibition. So in exhibitions, you can only exhibit your pictures. So many people, thousands of people, they start giving their images for the exhibition, and it included 98% of bad pictures also. So they started evaluating the pictures by different means of rules and regulations, and they started accepting for exhibitions. So that is all the basic uh, history of, you may call it an history of salons. It started long time back, like evaluating images for the exhibitions. Later on, it became so much that they saw the enthusiasm amongst the photographic fraternity, and then they started giving awards. Awards in the sense just a commendable award, like a medal or a trophy or a plaque or something like that. So this became a rage among photo artists across the world, and different photography clubs started salons. That is how the history came into existence. That is how the salon came into existence, rather. So now, through these clubs, if you become a member, you can participate in national salon or international salon. But what is the advantage and disadvantage? The disadvantage of sending to salons individually is many of the times you miss the information where there are salons, national salon or international salon or whatever it could be. You miss the information. You don't get proper information regarding these exhibitions. So the advantage of being in the club is the club members, they share the news of salons, and they publish in their newsletters, and wherever they gather the information about the salons or exhibitions, they put it across to the friends and their groups. So that is one big advantage. The next big advantage is that off late, now from past, maybe I could say some 7 8 years back, since 7 8 years back, they have started giving discounts for large group members. If there are more than 10 members or 5 members, they get very good group discounts. So that is one advantage. But when I started my salon participation in 1985 onwards, there were no such kind of discount for anybody. It was the same whether you are individually sending through a club or individually you are sending, it is the same price. So now it has started. So now it has become a good advantage for most of the salon aspirants. Now, when it comes to salons, there are many things that you have to look into. There are salons and circuits. Many people, they get confused, but it's very easy to understand. The competitions are entirely different than salons. Salons are recognized by photographic bodies uh, across the world, and single salons where a club can organize one exhibition at a time is called single salon. Where there are group of club members, like there are 5 6 club members together, they organize salons, so they call it a circuit. It's a single circuit containing 4 salons or 3 salons or 6 salons. Maximum it should be 6 according to the rules of PSA or FIA. Maximum it will be 6. So they are circuits. The advantage of circuits is that at one go, at one payment of entry fees, you can participate in 6 different salons. Otherwise, individually, if you want to participate for 6 different salons, then the cost of the entry fees goes up very high. And also getting acceptances in circuits is much easier, and you can accept a lot of acceptances at one go, and you can also get a lot of awards. So in salons particularly, there are different salons like All India Salon. In All India Salons, uh, the salon is recognized by a national body. Like in India, we have national body called the Federation of Indian Photography, which is the apex body of photographic clubs. So there are thousands of photographic clubs, but they are all controlled by Federation of Indian Photography, which is the apex body. So like that, in each country, they have their own federations or big clubs where they can have their national bodies controlling the other photographics, this thing. So under their control, lot of salons happen. There are international salons. The international All India salons is open for only that particular nationality people. So if it is All India salon, only Indians can participate. So if it is international salons throughout the world, anybody of any color, caste, creed, no matter, they can participate in international salons. And there are many salons without recognition by the international bodies. Recognition, I will come to that later. So these salons where they don't take any recognitions, but still they organize salons just to promote their uh, photographic body or the photographic club by giving their own individual awards. And these acceptances may not count towards your distinctions, but still, as a uh, matter of participating in salons, you can participate and see where your pictures stand in the international arena. Next, coming to competitions. Competitions are entirely different than salons. These competitions, they will not take any recognition from these international bodies called Photographic Society of America or PEAP or ICS or GPO, nothing like that. From their this thing, they don't take any recognition. These competitions are meant only for uh, like encouraging the photographic artists by giving uh, a lot of cash prizes, mainly cash prizes, and also calling the award winner to their country by paying to and fro flight tickets and five-star accommodation, so many facilities they give, but the entry fees in this is very costly. Also, the standard is very high. So I'll come to that on the later part of the talk. So in competitions, just for example, I can say Nature's Best competition in America, they do. It is mainly for wildlife and pertaining to nature and wildlife. And there is a world um wildlife photographer of the year that is organized by BBC. It's called Natural History Museums. So every year they organize it, and that is of the very high standard. And there are plenty of sections in the wildlife only, so you can go through that and participate in that. And there is, of course, in India, we have Nature in Focus, very similar to this. They focus only on the nature and different thematic things. And there is Sony World and Nikon Macro World, where Nikon uh, company, they organize only for macro photography, and they give a lot of dollars as prize amount. But wherever there are prize amounts of very uh, top class prize amounts of $1,000, $2,000 like that, the competition will be very high. The entry fees will be $35 for one picture. To enter your pictures for one image, you have to pay $35 to $40 like that. But the quality of catalog, quality of images, and the standard of learning is uh, is entirely different than salons. Salons is nothing but just if you want to apply for distinctions or anything or to get acceptances, and these acceptances will be good for getting international recognitions and international distinctions. That's all. But here in competitions, no matter whether you have a distinction or not, anybody can participate in this. So now I will come to salon participation. Whenever you want to participate in salon, first and foremost thing is we look into entry form. Entry form is very important, whether you are a novice in the salons or an expert in salon participation or a very senior in salon participation, or you are a judge, whatever the standard that you possess, still you have to look into the rules and regulation of each and every salon when you are participating in that particular salon. Because 98% of the salons rules will be the same, but 10% it may change according to the organizers. So the rules are formed or given by the recognition bodies like Photographic Society of America or RPS or FIAP or FIP or things like that. They have their own rules of organizing. They give a suggested rules for the organizer to put it up on the entry form. But the organizers can add their own rules in addition to this. So these things are very, very important, because whenever your picture comes into award level or something, if you are not following that particular rule, your picture will be rejected at that stage. So the judges will say that it is not according to the rule that you have published. So that time your picture will be rejected. Instead, you go through the rules before applying and participate in the salons. In the rules, you many of you might have seen all the rules, but very importantly, the sizes and borders are very important. Many people they get a problem when they are uploading the images, because in the entry form they say 1920 pixel by 1080 pixels. Even if it is 1081 or 82 pixels also, it will not take. The computer is set up like that. It will not accept the image if the size does not follow under the rules. And they also put the file size as 2 MB maximum. If the 2 MB exceeds also, it will not accept. So it can be anything less, but it cannot be more than 2 MB. Next, borders. Of late, many of the salon organizers, they have started putting up this particular clause that borders are not allowed. I don't know the reason, because some of the times we need borders if it is a low key picture, particularly because when we are judging in the computer, the screen is black. So when the low key image comes, we don't know where the border image ends. So to denote that, we need a border showing the image size. But many of the organizers, they don't allow borders. Some of the organizers, they have been little bit liberal, and they say 5 pixel border is allowed. So this particular thing you have to check before making any corrections to your image or resizing. During that time, you can put the borders and send it in case if you like. Otherwise, no. And keep a watch on salon dates. You keep everything record. And whenever I am participating in salons, I also see that I bookmark the salon website, so that until I get my award, till then I'll hold that website, because whenever you want to contact the chairperson or the secretary or their phone number, everything will be there. So it's better to check it. Next, awards. How I used to participate in olden days is that we used to have these awards, and it is not like first award, second, third award, and 10 certificates, nothing like that. In each section, there were awards like the best portrait, the best lighting, best atmosphere and feeling, best landscape, like that. So best like that. So if you don't win at first award or second award, at least this special awards you can win. So depending on your good picture, this picture also can come up to first award or second award level. So keeping in mind these awards, whatever they have stated, you select your images. It is not that I had sent 4 images to YPS. So now PSA is organizing. Let me put those 4 here and send it. Don't do like that. It should be different. I'll give you reasons why you should not do like that. So depending on these awards, you select your images and select the best, aim for the top award. It may get acceptance also. Like in school days, we used to study for the exams, and our parents were telling, aim for the first rank, at least you will get first class. If you aim for first class, you will get at least second class. If you aim for just first class or second class, at least you will get pass. So if you aim for pass, I know that all this thing will be failure. So always you should aim for the top award so that even if you miss the bus, you may get second or third award or at least certificate to ribbon you have to get satisfied. So that is the thing about awards. Next, recognitions. Why people participate in salons is because all the salons are recognized by different bodies of the world. Like I said earlier, different top photographic bodies, they control the um, large number of photographic clubs across the globe. So they get the organizers will get recognition from that organizations like PSA or FIAP or photographic bodies, and people to get distinctions from that particular photography bodies, they apply for salons. Otherwise, they don't. Supposing if I am aiming for PSA distinction, this particular salon doesn't have PSA recognition, I am not participating in that salon. Supposing if Mr. X, he wanted to go for EFIAP, MFIAP or something, he is aiming for that. That particular salon has got only PSA. So obviously he will not participate in that salon. So it's quite but natural that depending on the recognition that particular salon has got, people will participate. Next is judging the judges. When you are participating in salons, uh, it is not only that you have to see the entry form. Why they put judges name? Because the entrant should know who are all judging his images. So many of the time, I fail to understand why my award-winning image has failed in this particular salon. Sometimes when I think that this picture may not do well, but as a fourth picture, let me participate. That will get first award. It is quite surprising how this judging takes place. And uh, for that matter, Youth Photographic Society is the only club, I believe. It's or maybe one or two are there. I don't know. They started allowing participants and onlookers to for the judging uh, during judging time. They could only witness the judging, but should not participate in the judging. So they can see how the judges they give the marks for individual pictures, how the marks are given, and while giving awards, how the judges they discuss among themselves whether to give award or not, what is good or bad in this particular picture. Then they award the image. So this is a major learning point for many of the salon participants. Now, after this COVID, this has become totally dead. This type of organizing, judging in front of all the club members, have become dead and vanished forever. And I have been requesting my fellow people to do it again, because this is where we learned how to participate in salons and what are the plus and minus points about my picture. Because on my picture, the judges will give comments, which even if you pay 1,000, 2,000 rupees, they will not do that when you are individually asking. It is highly impossible to show them my images and take their feedback. Here in the judging session, your picture is being uh, commented by three top judges. So this is a very good learning session, which we are really missing. So this should be carried. Whoever is watching across India, I think, whichever the photography clubs, I think a live judging is a must, and we must continue that older tradition. This web telecasting and online judging and all, it is just for the time being. During corona it was done, but people have become so lazy that they have adapted to the new system, and they think sitting at home and some web master doing all these things, and they are relaxing, and final results he gives, and these people they publish. So this has become very easy for the organizers. That is why there is a decline in the quality of judging, as well as quality decline in the organizational level. These judges, why I am putting this judging the judges is very important, because we used to read who is judging my picture, whether he is good enough to judge nature, good enough to judge open section, good enough to judge photojournalism. Like that, we used to see and then participate in that particular sections. Now the organizers just call three people, whomever they want, and whether they have big distinctions or not is a different matter. It is left to organizer. I don't want to talk more about that. And they call anybody, and whoever it is there. And that particular person, he may not have knowledge at all. He might not have shot any wildlife or a bird or insect, but he will be judging nature. How this is possible in national salon or international salon? How it can be possible? A nature judge is being called. He is expert nature. He is excellent photographer, but he is asked to come judge a open color section. What does he know about pictorial or composition or lighting, storytelling, or whatever it is? How does he know? So another person who will be judging something, who is a travel photographer, but he will be judging photojournalism. He might not have shot in a single picture in photojournalistic way, or any photojournalism image he has, but still he will be judging that. So these factors are making our pictures suffer because of the knowledge of these judges. This is my personal this thing I am telling. So you may differ in your own this thing, but this is my observation from this 45 years, and I have been telling nature judges, all the three judges should be top class nature judges. If they are judging open color section, they should be top class pictorial judges. If somebody who has done, upcoming photographer who has done quite a good number of nature or color, he is being made to sit in monochrome section and asked to judge monochrome. He has not printed in his life a single monochrome print. He doesn't know what is black and white tones that is required. He doesn't know how many tones are in the gray, or he doesn't know what is the contrast between white and black and gray. But still, he will be judging. Just because the picture looks good, we can say yes or no. Is it a way? And who is suffering? The entrant is suffering. So our pictures are being suffered because of this kind of judging. So until and unless this is changed in the national and international level, it is very difficult. So this is keeping in mind who are judging your images and what is this. capacity, how many recognitions or distinctions he has got, whether it is EFIAP, MFIAP, or GMPS, or whatever, blah, blah, blah distinctions. Um, they only can select international, they can be international judges. For All India Salon, you have to give chances for newcomers and upcoming photographers. You have to give chance, and then you can call AFIP, ARPS, or PPS, or whoever has got. You can make them. You can make them judges, but in their particular field, you cannot distribute to different. And these are quite a few points where I keep a watch on judging the judges. So that is how it is, how you participate in this thing. So why we participate in Salon is another reason is to get distinctions, international distinctions. So we have to know about the requirement for each distinctions that we are applying. So what are these distinctions and from where it is given? I don't want to elaborate on this because it's a huge topic where it requires uh, half a day talk, and I just brief about that is FIP, Federation of Indian Photography. It gives distinctions for all over India, and even foreigners also they apply. Another is the FIAP, Federation International Art Photography from Luxembourg, and many 99% of the salon participants, their dream is to get top distinctions from these bodies like RPS. They give ARPS and FRPS, and another is PSA, Photographic Society of America. Earlier, when I started photography, Photographic Society of America were giving APSA. That is, if you are a member continuously for 5 years or so, somebody can recommend your name because you are doing so much of service to the photography field, and your teaching field or your organizing field or your administrating field or whatever it could be, if you are doing so good service to the photographic fraternity, then you could be recommended by another person from PSA and you will get APSA. It was like that. So from a few years back, they started ROPA and star rating and portfolio and all those things. This ROPA, I never knew what is. I only know Rupa in our family and all. So most of the Indians we know Rupa. What is that Rupa? And even to remember that Rupa, and according to that, if you participate, yeah, we go mad. In fact, there are quite a few people in YPS as well as in other clubs who are experts in this ROPA and what portfolios of PSA and all. Very difficult to understand. There is a very technical know-how is very important. And if you miss some acceptances or awards or something, very difficult to apply for this APSA, PPSA, GMPSA, all those things. So better whoever is applying for that, aiming for that, take good advice and take a note of particular this thing, what star rating you are applying. Take advice. Without advice or suggestions from whoever has already got GMPSA or Diamond or something, it is very difficult to start and give this thing. And another suggestion that I want to give is that if you are aiming for PSA distinctions, sit with a person who is an expert, ask him how many acceptances that you need, and how much is the fees, and how many years you have to take, uh, how many years to take complete that particular star rating, maybe 5 star or 4 star or 2 star. To make that, you need so many acceptances. To get acceptances, you have to participate in salons. To participate in salons, you need money. If you have got 258 plus acceptances, you can get 1 star or 2 star, something like that. But for that, again, you have to pay distinction star rating fees. And after getting all that, if you want to pay for GMPSA or MPSA or PPSA, again, fees you have to pay. So sit with some people and calculate everything and then decide. Because I did a mistake of not calculating. I blindly started off late, very recently, about 2 years or so, 3 years or so. I wanted to apply for MPSA and started participating rigorously in many of the salons. But believe me, I could have bought one more camera body, very nice mirrorless body, and I could have become much better photographer. But anyway, I am almost in the fag end of the journey of MPSA, so be it. So it is like that. I'm just suggesting. And next, this ICS is Image Colleague Society of America, California, where you get FICS, MICS, all those things. So that is also international body. Like that RPS, you get only two distinctions. That is ARPS, Associate of Royal Photographic Society, and also a Fellow of Royal Photographic Society. These are given only for the portfolios, not for any salon acceptances or anything from RPS. But remaining things, they're all given for salon participation. And again, ICS is not given for salon participation. It is given only for the portfolio of images. Getting acceptances in salons and international salons and applying for distinctions is easy than applying your portfolios, because portfolio is entirely a different set of images that you require and a different kind of this thing. It's all different uh, because in this class I cannot talk about everything at once. For example, you can see my name here and MFIAP, MICS, PPSA, RPS, CMON. The yellow letters, what you see is saying is my distinction that is earned by my images and by applying to those distinctions and gained those distinctions. The remaining things, what you are seeing in blue, is all honorary fellowship that I have got. These honorary fellowships are given by different photographic organizations because of your achievement in the photography or your long standing in the field of salon photography, or how big photo artist you are, or what is your achievement, how many judgings you have done. Because of your achievements, it is given mostly. And I believe personally, again, these honorary fellowships I consider as good if it comes from the photographic clubs like Youth Photographic Society, for example, or any other fellow of Image Colleague Society, International Photographic Body. Like that, if you get, it will be very commendable and very achievable honorary fellowship. There are many people who are individuals started giving their own this thing. There is a single person who organizes salon, and to get more entries for his salon from next year, he gives one honorary fellowship to one person. On what basis they do? They give it. He is he has not participated in any salon and won awards or nothing. Just because he participated in one salon, and they want him to propagate their salons amongst others, and ask him to participate again in their salon, like that. For that reason, they give honorary fellowship. These are all things that I don't like personally, getting from one individual photographic body or person honorary fellowship. Like that, I have rejected many. And here also, I have got more than 10, 15 honorary fellowships. I'm not putting here because I don't consider they're really worth it to have it next to your this thing. It is not high-headedness I'm telling. I am telling the worthiness of the honorary fellowship. Everything should have meaning in your life. If you want to have MFIP, you should feel proud that yes, I am MFIP. I have applied, and for my pictures I got it. Just because somebody has started giving MFIP, if you get it just like that, that is not worth it. So next is what is the benefit of getting distinctions? Because many of us, we aim for distinctions. Why we want to uh, spend so much of money on acceptance and get distinctions. Is one thing is the achievement. It shows the standard of your photography where you stand in the international arena, because getting distinctions is only uh, in international photographic bodies you can take international distinctions, and there you have to participate with a lot of very good images and get acceptances in various salons for over a period of time. You have to collect so many acceptances. Thereby, you are gaining experience as a photo artist, not as a photographer. I'm telling, as a photo artist, you are gaining experience, and also you are improving your own knowledge in the sense of salon participations. So it will give a very proud feeling that when you get AFIP, now you can tell, yes, I have got AFIP. Then that will trigger you to get EFIP. So you will aim for better photographic knowledge, and you go for different expeditions to get better images and good images, and you want to change your perspective towards that particular subject and aim for EFIP. So your mentally you will be sharpening your images also, and you will aim for higher and higher distinctions. So that makes you a perfect photography artist. Otherwise, if you just do one ordinary, sorry, sorry, if you just get one basic distinctions and be happy with that, your this thing, I don't say that you are not a good photographer. I say that you have to compete with top class people in the international level, and you can know where your pictures stand amongst them. Then only you can decide whether to have different distinctions or not. So data maintenance for distinctions is a very important thing. As I said earlier, you have to maintain each and every salon record. What we call salon record is an art itself. How you maintain the salon records, that is what we call as data maintenance. And depending on these data, you can easily apply for PSA or FIAP or this thing, because they need lot of acceptances, awards, and so many things, so many rules are there. So tracking of results and awards is very important, because many of the people, they take their own time in sending results. Only off late, because of the online system, they are maintaining within that stipulated time they send the result. But awards, once you get award, that means you have been announced. I'm telling again, announced that you have got PSA gold, announced that you have got GPU gold or FIAP ribbon or FIP ribbon or anything, you will feel very happy. But when are you getting to see that? So it's a matter of time, and it's a matter of this thing that whenever the organizer sends, you will be lucky. That too, if he sends. Even if he sends, you will not be lucky, because your name will not be there on the medal. Supposing if it is a Supposing if it is a FIAP medal or a PSA gold or GPU silver or whatever, they're all beautiful, beautifully carved medals. You want to see your name and the picture for which it got, it has to be engraved. I'm telling engraved on the medal, so that it becomes permanent, and then it becomes your medal. What these organizers they do, they when they apply for recognitions, they will get all these medals. So they will simply send it to H Satish PSA medal. Hey, bring that medal. They put it in one post this and send it. And on that, when you receive, there is no name of the salon, no name of yours, nothing. When you are keeping on the cupboard or somewhere, If somebody comes and takes it away, it becomes his medal. So these are the things that every organizers has to take care of. They have to engrave their name of the salon, year, and the name of the entrant, name of the awardee, for which picture he has got. All this should be engraved on the medal. This thing, I am proud to say that YPS is the one of the very few clubs among three or four clubs in India. YPS has started this long back, the tradition of maintaining all this without any this thing. YPS is in the top because of this, following all these rules and regulations and following the tradition. Still, we have not left it. And ours is the first club to engrave our own medals and designed our own medals. And I really feel proud in case if I get FIP, our YPS gold or silver, anything, I want to possess that. It's so beautiful. So it is like that. Every salon entrant should feel proud to have that kind of awards. But now, recently, last 15 days back, I got one medal from Kolkata. There is a sticker on the medal. They say it is a gold. I also got silver along with in the different section. Both are same, and both have got sticker. And on that sticker, they have printed their salon name and my name. If I just peel the sticker, the medal becomes totally black. Is it a way of sending? And these organizers, they take so much of money, and they save money by calling judges and not giving even the electricity bill of the judge who has judges for 3 days. They don't even pay electricity bill for the judges, and they simply thank the judges and go. And they make lakhs and lakhs of rupees, and they can't spend 500 rupees or 200 rupees on the medal, and they send 20 rupees or 30 rupees medal. So these are the things which it makes us not to participate in such kind of salons. And after getting these awards and results, everything, once you become somebody in the field of salon photography, you please start organizing through your club. I'm not, I'm against individually organizing salons and this thing, because it becomes a family business. I am against that. Through photography clubs, you start organizing salons and being part of the salon committee. It gives you a lot of inputs and experience as an organizer, and you will know the in and out of salons. Now I'll come to the main this thing. Like 1 minute, I just missed one. Okay. Now I'll come to the main this thing about salon participation. This thing. So this is a size that usually from few years back throughout the world, they fixed this size 1920 pixel horizontal, 1080 pixel vertical. So many people, they get confused. Sir, how to resize it? I'm finding it very difficult. So this is the way you can do it in the crop tool. When you go to the crop tool in Photoshop, you can assign the size in the crop tool itself, width into height into resolution is there. So you put width into 1920 pixel, height 1080 pixel, resolution at 300 pixel. So then if you crop, you'll get exact size. So you can crop however you want in a picture. Supposing if your picture you have taken in a format which is not 1920 pixel, but your full frame, what we call, whatever you have shot in the frame, without cropping, you will get, if you put 1080 height, automatically the horizontal width becomes 1620 pixels. No matter if you like this composition, if your picture fits this particular composition, you send it, because in salons only the height matters. Why they have made this 1920 pixel by 1080 pixel is because we are now using monitors, that is computer monitor or laptop or anything, which is the composition of 1920 pixel of and 1080 pixel vertically. So that's why they made it is convenient for the judges to see it in a particular frame. So they made this size throughout the world. So now, if this is your full picture, if you don't want to crop at all, then only the height you decrease it to 1080 pixel, rest it will fall in line and you can send it. Supposing if the same picture, if you want to crop, again, what I said, crop tool, you use it 1920 pixel horizontal and vertical. You can move the crop tool however you want, up and down, and you can crop it and send it. Not only that, even the height, if the height is 1080 pixel, if you want to make square format, you can make 1080 pixel by 1080 pixel and make a square format and send. So this particular square composition is suitable for only few images, not for all. So depending on the subject, you choose the square format. Now coming to naming your images. Supposing if I go to Taj Mahal and shot some, usually when we go there, we shoot 25 pictures, 50 pictures, so many. But many of the pictures are very good. So we'd like to send one picture to USA, another picture to England, one picture to Kolkata, another picture to Mumbai, like that. Supposing if you want to send one single picture, make 10 copies and send it to different salons, you have to name it the same thing. You cannot change the name of the picture, the title of the picture from salon to salon. You have to maintain the same title forever. So even whether it is Indian salon or foreign salons, the title cannot be changed. Supposing the first picture I have shot, a cormorant is there. I name it as Taj and Cormorant. The next picture doesn't have the cormorant, but um, only the fog I want to show and the composition. That I can name it as Taj and Mist. So like that, I can change the image's name. But these titles, whenever I am sending, I have to keep the same titles to all the salons and send it. So how to improve an image? So when I shot this image, Taj Mahal, this is one example. So there was a lot of fog in the morning. So what I found, I was sending this image to many salons. I won awards also for this. But the thing is, as a judge, I found there is something missing. There is no balance on the right. So left is partially covered with the black, which is quite good for the composition. It shows the path leading line. It is showing the leading line. But on the right, uh, there is no balance. So I added cormorant. So there was a cormorant which I had shot in Bharatpur. It had a beautiful reflection. So I brought it and the first picture I made it on that and shot and sent it to one or two salon by changing the title name. So that was just getting acceptances. It did not get me award. When I make a new picture, I keep looking at it 8 to 10 times, 15 times. Now and then I keep shuttling and see that. So that time I found this bird is looking slightly bigger in the frame because for this composition where I use wide angle and shoot a Taj, the cormorant, even if it is near also, it will not be this size. So I made the size again smaller and sent it. But later on, I found for that fog effect, there is no fog on the bird. So that effect also it should be there, no? Because it is sitting in the fog. The mist should also cover the uh, bird. So on the final picture on the bottom, I brought back the this thing. Now this is doing very well in most of the salons. So that this is how we can often down keeps looking at the image and try to improve images. So now when we come to qualities of acceptances, many people they opt for acceptances in salons. If I get one acceptance or if I get 10 acceptance, 50, I'm very happy like that. So this year I could get some 45 acceptances. Why only acceptances? Why not awards? So there is a difference from the pictures how you want to select for acceptance and for awards. So basically for any picture, the basic quality of a picture, whether it is for acceptance or awards, is that they should be very good subject. It is not that any subject can go for salons. No. Why? Because this is not for album. In your album, you can have any picture that you like. But here we are keeping the album which many people should like, particularly the judges. If they like, then it can go on the wall. If they don't like, it can go to the dustbin. So that's why the selection of subject primarily is very, very important. What to take, how to take is very different. So selection of subject when you're just aiming at a particular subject is very important. Next, lighting. You see what kind of lighting is very good for that particular subject, whether side lighting, front lighting, back lighting, because each subject, it looks good and beautiful in different kinds of lighting. So a flat lighting will not look good for this particular Buddha statue. It should be side lighting only. There is a golden lighting because the Buddha is in the gold color. And fortunately, I was at the right time at the right place and I got golden light on this Buddha. So that is by chance I got it. So lighting is very, very important. Next is the composition. In photography, for any picture, even to say good, there should be composition should be good. If something is missing, then the composition will not be good. Because of the composition, we tend to lose interest in the picture because composition makes everything in the picture. It is subject can be anything, the lighting can be anything. But if the composition is wrong, then the whole picture suffers a lot. Next, subject treatment. Subject treatment is something that whenever you take a picture, how where you place the picture in what should be the height and the width of the image, whether you want to take it in tele-lens or in the wide-angle lens, whether it should be highly contrast or less contrast, whether it should be evenly processed or with high contrast you have to process. All those things, subject treatment is very, very important for each of the subjects that you shoot. And finally, processing. So if the processing is bad, whatever the amount of efforts that you have put while traveling or waiting for the lighting or waiting for the best composition and having the best of the equipments, everything, if you do very bad processing, the whole picture is gone. So in olden days, like how I started participating in salons, that time we had only 2, 3 sections called in color, pictorial color section. That is only slides, color transparencies we had to send. Next is nature slides. Only nature pictures which I have shot in color slides, we had to send in nature slides. Then prints. Either it can be color print pictorial or black and white pictorial or nature pictorial. Monochrome and nature together we can say. So it was only very 2, 3 sections, that's all. That is how we started learning, because in color transparency, giving the exposure should be 100 out of 100. It should be exactly like a dot. It has to be perfect. If it goes half a stop over, it is waste. Half a stop under, it's waste. So that is how we started learning, by giving perfect composition, because once the slide is made, once the slide is processed, that is the final. You cannot alter anyway, you cannot touch it or alter the image. So the advantages now here is, if you like the picture, you can keep it, otherwise delete it. Or if you like the picture, you can later convert into whatever the composition that you want to do it. So first and foremost is only to click now. Later on, you can do a lot of things. That is why the processing is very important. If you don't know how to process the image and bring back the same colors that you have seen while shooting, then there is no meaning to it. If I make the Buddha red, nobody likes it. And because I like red, if I cannot make it with the sunset lighting or sunset, I cannot put here and do it. Nothing, because it goes good for my album, but not for general public. So bring the tones, whatever you have seen while shooting. The black should be black, white should be white. There should be details in the black. There should be details in the white. And you can see the mountains at the back in the sky. You can see those tones. That also it should be there. So all these things is perfect processing. You have to do it. Apart from these things, for award, these factors are also very important. Like supposing in acceptance, when we have accepted a picture, then when it comes for award, we look for something new. The subject which we keep seeing now and then, we don't like it. Now, for example, a cheetah or some lion eating flesh. Thousands of images we have seen, and thousands of them they have already got award. How many more you have to see? So now want to see something different. It is not the eating flesh, I'm telling. We have to see different. So now we look for action-oriented picture, like cheetah chasing the impala or some deer or something, because we can see the action. See, actually, the picture is more valued when there is an action. It is about to catch. It has not caught the impala. It is about to catch. There is a chasing happening. When it is eating, it eats for whole day or 2 days. And we don't require Mr. X, who is the top wildlife photographer, to take the best picture. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry, if he has automatic camera, you'll get the best shot, because it is there always feeding on that flesh, eating the flesh. So it doesn't have any meaning at all now. And the mating lions, when the lions are mating, it will be there for 50, every 15 minutes it will mate. And if you wait for 1 or 2 hours, you can finish 1 GB, 2 GB pictures and come up. What is fun in that? What is the challenging factor in that? Fun for lions, but not for photographers. But photographers should have something achievement, like they have taken in the best of the lighting, best of the rim light, and best silhouette, or things like that. And these are the factors, that wow factors, that we see it in award level when it comes to award. And the picture should be very eye catching. That means when we look at the picture immediately, instead of giving 2 or 3, we start giving 5 marks, because there is something interesting which is very eye catching. Then later on, after when we decide for award, we analyze the picture in different way, like how the subjects are placed, what is the subject treatment, how is the processing, how difficult is the subject. If you have taken a polar bear in Arctic region, when you have gone with a difficult this thing, and you have taken an Arctic bear with a very disturbing background, or it is not looking at you but just walking away, just because you have taken a lot of efforts, we cannot give you award. But a picture which you have shot a sambar deer or a tiger in Tadoba or something in a good lighting with beautiful composition, beautiful lighting, with cubs coming and caring for cubs or something like that, that wins the award than the polar bear. So a common subject with a good composition, good lighting with subject treatment wins the award than a rare picture. We don't mind whether it is a rare or a common picture. We are judging photography. So this is a photography salon. So photographically, everything should be perfect. So that's why there should be something new. The subject treatment should be good. It should be eye catching. So many things. And again, for an award, processing is very important. Even if there is a very minute color, this thing is there, we reject it. If it is showing slightly yellowish, see, sometimes what happens when we are judging we give more marks and bring it to the award level. But when we are analyzing, we can fine tune our judging again by looking at each and every aspect of composition or processing technique, or whether the colors are good or bad, things like that. So for award, you have to be very careful. You have to be very precise. And another thing is, some people, they get award, the top award, by chance, by fluke, we can say, by luck. So that will not, that should not sit in your head that I have made an award-winning picture. Just because some judge who is not a nature judge, he liked it and he had never seen such kind of picture in his life. So he liked it very much and he has given award. But it will do very bad in other salons, because every salon he will not be the judge. So in other salons, some top nature photographers will be there. They will straight away reject that picture because it's very common. It is out of focus. It is not all that um, uh, attractive. Only the nature photographer will understand what is the difficulty of that subject, how easy it is available, or where whether it is being managed picture or it is original picture. Only the nature photographer can understand. That's why I am telling, in nature section, only the nature top class people should be the judges. In other sections like color open or travel and another this thing, people can take a call on very good colors or very good compositions and things like that, and very attractive and good pictures, it will get award, no matter of rejecting or just accepting and all. If the picture is good, it will get award in other sections. So selection of images for national and international salons is very important, because in national salons, it is, I'll just give you an example. See, supposing if there is a contest in your photography club. So in club, you have got some 150 members or 200 members, out of which some 40 members will be participating. Out of 40 members, there will be 10 members who are given very good quality of images. So you are competing with those 10 images for your top award. So you may win good this thing. So when it comes to state level, in state level, there could be some thousands of people who have given images, but there could be some 200 images or 100 images which has really decent images for award. So your picture will compete with that 100 images for the award level. So there also you may succeed because of your uniqueness or good quality image. You may get good picture. So you cannot take it for granted that just because you have won in one or two contests, you can send it for All India Salon. In All India level, throughout India, all the club members, nearly about 2 to 3,000 images will come, and you have to compete with that. So there, your picture which has got award, it may get rejected also. The picture which you have already got award, it may get acceptance once or twice. Okay, you cannot expect the same top class award in national salons. Then, when you get top award in national salon, those images are will make get acceptance in international award, not award top awards. So to make award level images for international level and for national level, it requires totally a different mindset, different thought process, and different kind of pictures. So it is not the same picture. You cannot think that the same picture which I had sent for All India Salon, it has got FIP gold. So if you send that picture to international, that may get certificate of merit, or it may get just acceptance, because the competition is amongst the world over, all the images, all the photographers throughout the world. Nearly about 5 to 6,000 images will come. So you have to compete with such a huge this thing. Even though your picture is top class and award winning images, they compare that picture with the other top class images given by the other people across the world. So because of the thought process, because of the selection of subject, because of good processing, than us, the foreigners are much better. Their subjects are quite good. Their quality of images and the uh, thinking capacity of making a beautiful portrait or with a beautiful lighting subject treatment is entirely different from an Indian photographer who makes the similar kind of portrait. So that is an example I am just telling. So like that, we have to stretch our imagination, stretch our capacity to international level, and try to get awards at international this thing. They're also getting once or twice, one award or twice award is just by chance, by luck you have got. But getting continuously, then you are a top class photographer, top class salon art, photo artist. So getting this consistency of winning awards everywhere makes you a better photographer and a better artist. So now I start showing you some of the images because I wanted to brief about all these facts before participating in salons. So that's why I took so much of time in explaining. So what is the kind of this thing people look case? This net throwing you might have seen in India, they simply throw it. We have seen thousands of this thing, but a net which is looks like a butterfly. This is the first time I saw. So I shot this, and this became very successful in many international salons. Now, from past 7 to 8 years, I have stopped participating in all India salons, and I'm concentrating only on international salons. And all India salons only in case if a friend is organizing, if he insists that I have to participate and they love to have my images in the salons, then I participate. Maybe once in a year or once in 2 3 years, like that. In all India salon, I never participate. In international, I keep participating now and then because I am a poor man. I cannot participate every salon every day like others. So I participate maybe 1 or 2 salons in a month or 2 months, very rarely. And these are the quite successful images that I'm showing that which which is good for All India Salon and international salon. In many of the international salons now, they have their own sections. Like generally they have color open section, monochrome, photo travel, things like that. Now if you look at just today, it got I mean the today was the last date for IOP international salon, where it is totally they talk about science and technology, environmental and science and humanity, like that. So it is quite a difficult subject. You should be you should have very good knowledge or pictures with you to participate in such sections. So supposing if you have taken such kind of pictures, you can participate in those. And there is a clause. That's why I said anybody participating in any salons first have a uh, look at the entry rules. This IAP international salon, just for you to give you this thing I am just highlighting, they have mentioned very small letters in the top that pictures should be taken in 2024, only in 2024 from January to December. So if you send old pictures, they will not accept it. So this is another picture which is of action oriented. So the first picture which you saw the net throwing, same people. So after throwing the net, they pull the net and they wash it, and they splash the water. So that time I shot this. And this is another this thing. To get this kind of star effect, you have to use more than f16. So beyond f16, you will get star effect. Otherwise, you will not get star effect. And the mist and the sun rays and the placement of subject, all these things are very, very important, because the basic rules of compositions you have to follow, whether it is a open section or a monochrome section or photo travel, anything, you have to follow the basic rules. This is a soya sauce maker, and here the importance is in the repetence of forms and shapes. You can see the circles all throughout the picture. There are many circles, and to break the monotony, the woman in blue, and she is doing something with the soya seeds, and there are few colors at the bottom. And once if you go there at that soya sauce maker, you can take different compositions with different uh, angles, heights. Maybe you can take from a low angle to high angle, anywhere you can go. And next is when you are not going anywhere out of the house, at home only you can sit and do wonderful images which you can apply directly for distinctions or portfolio distinctions or anything, or even for salons you can make a lot of images. So these kind of images, it needs a lot of uh, thought process, ideas, and processing technique, because these images, the original image of these parts are grayish. So I converted in the computer in the Photoshop technique to this toning. So also I made it very soft and more this thing. So it requires different this thing. And as I said, the judges in international level, they look for something new. These are the something new. So you might have seen a lot of still life where they keep one bottle and one rose, or some books with one specs. They're all gone. How many times you can keep seeing the same old this thing? Unless there is some different composition, you cannot have the same concept. So the concept has changed. The concept of the color tones, the concept of the shapes, concept of repetition of forms and um, colors, all those things are very important in a picture. So these are the original tones of the uh, objects that I used. But later on in toning, you can change to whatever the color in the computer. But of course, making it very soft and very attractive lies in our processing techniques. And next, I started shooting at home with these glasses. And earlier, I used to shoot with strobe lights. Now I am using different techniques and different glasses. I got about 60 to 70 different glasses of different sizes and shapes, because with these different size and shapes only you can create a picture. Otherwise, the same sizes, some 6 7 glasses, if you keep one or two images you can take, but changing the background, changing the this thing, and putting some uh, to get some action, I put this colored food color into the water, all those things. These are all food colors only. These different colors what you are seeing, it is not computer generated. It is original food colors while shooting I shot. So these type of different compositions, though it may look old technique or old kind of picture, but still this is making good effort in salons, particularly international salons. So uh, some of the images, it goes up to award level. Some of the in the international contest, it goes up to award level, and some of the images, even though it has won award in international, it drastically fail in India. Why? Because the judges in India, they have seen these images, the Lotus Mahal, the Taj Mahal, everything. They may like the technique, the digital technique of this. They may like and give acceptance. That's all. But because it is a common subject, they may not look beyond that. But whereas in foreign countries, it is a new for them. This kind of architecture and the reflection in the water is totally new for them. So they bring it to award level. So that is how you have to differentiate between Indian salon and international. For example, if you send peacock, beautiful peacock with feather open to Gujarat or Rajasthan, any buddy in Rajasthan, judges from Rajasthan or Gujarat, they don't like, because every day they see it on the house top, and they would have seen thousands of better images than this. So they don't like. So if you send the elephant or tusker where, like Iran or Iraq or uh, some countries in UAE and like that, they would not have seen the elephant in their land at all. It may look entirely different. So it will be successful there. So you should select images according to the uh, destination also. So that makes a better this thing, because judges will like which is not seen. It becomes something new for them. But for a common this thing, for Indians, it will be very common. So in India, it may not do well. But some of the images like this is universal. Everybody will like, and this became a rage. And I have won more than 15 top awards for this image. You know what? Actually, when I was in Tadoba 2 years back, I knew that I could create some image. So I shot the landscape first and kept it in record. And on the way, while coming back, I saw one egret sitting on the ground. And when our vehicle was moving, it started flying off. So I shot continuous picture of that, and then I manipulated onto the image that I had taken earlier on the landscape. So this became very good, highly successful. All my images which I created like this, I won so many awards in the color open section. This is one of them, and this is another one. This also I had um, pre-visual visualization, it's called. So you have to pre-visualize the whole scene. Supposing if I take this picture, what I can place it here and how I can place it here, what should be the composition? You have to take in different composition, and you should have at least 6 7 different compositions, the original background scene. Then when you get opportunity of shooting spotted this, keeping this picture in, visually keeping this image in your mind, you have to go in search of the subject, whether you like tiger or spotted deer or whatever you like. You have to go behind that and see that in backlighting you shoot. Wherever there is a backlighting, you shoot those pictures. Then digitally you manipulate it and bring it back here and create some shadows, looking like it is natural. So this also I won, apart from cash prizes, I won plenty of international awards. Now I started stopped sending this, because I myself getting bored with this picture, because many of the times it has got so many awards and got acceptances. So I want to make it new. So so next is monochrome. Uh, so in can you all able to see? Can you all able to see the images?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay. So in monochrome, the technique of black and white processing is entirely different, because here you are controlling only black, white, and different grades of grays. Whereas in color, it is very easy to process color images, because even if there is a slight tinge in the colors, we have got used to different colors. Our eye will catch so many colors, and we would not uh, uh, give attention to that particular tinge of color which is more. But in black and white, bringing the tones at one this thing is very, very difficult. Bringing the black as black, white as white, and gray as different gradations of gray. And in monochrome also, you can see the curves and the lines, which makes the picture very interesting. This was taken in Jantar Mantar in Delhi. And again, the still life, it is a repetition of circles. And to break the monotony, I placed one pair and converted into black and white. And here you can see another still life with a flower. And this is one image which, again, what I said, pre-visualization of your image is when you are making a picture is very important. When I went to a vintage car rally, I saw one yellow color car standing. So I did not feel I should take the whole car, but my intention, I mean, my idea went to these curves and lines. So I just took one door picture, close up of the door picture, and I made high contrast black and white. So now you can see only the background and the lines. And this also made very good um, lot of acceptances and awards it got. And this is another good picture of architecture of a lotus temple. So why I took this picture was because in some of the sections they look for only the architecture. So I don't see many of my architectural images because I shoot in wide angles. So very rarely like this I shot a close up of this because of the lighting. In the morning it was a very beautiful contrast lighting. So I shot this. I made some 20-25 images portfolio on this particular temple. And again, this is an Jantar Mantar, and you can see a beautiful arch, and within that there are lines and forms, different compositional factor. And sometimes when you are sending as a portfolio, these kind of images will succeed as a portfolio than as individual images for a particular section. So it all depends on how you come into how you visualize your image and how you come into the conclusion that my picture should be like this and all. So it all depends individually. So this is another thing is just because it's a new kind of a picture, so this is making good this thing. So there was a very good smoke created by this person who is heating up the this thing for bamboo workshop. And this is another one of the very most and my favorite black and white picture recently made in Vietnam. So here I did lot of images, and there were 15 people with me, and none of them have shot these kind of images. They have shot just wide angles, wide angles, wide angles with the whole workshop seeing like that. So this is what is called as even when we are in the group, I never bother. There are 15 people or 500 people. I don't bother. I want to make my picture. I know what I'm going to get. So what lens you have to use at then and there, you simply change and shoot. So your picture should stand out among others. Even when we were going for outing, even though there are 10, 15 people, my images are different because I look into art, this thing, instead of just aim and shoot pictures. So like that, here I used totally, I opened the aperture to f4 and blurred the background because my concentration was only on the man. And usually I don't shoot at f8, f11 like that. It is totally full open. And very rarely or occasionally I shoot at f8. Yeah, both my macro as well as my uh, subjects in the field, I shoot at f4. So this is a sepia toning, and in the rules they say gray tone black and white. So it has to be when they mention that the black and white monochrome should be gray tone black and white. You have to give only black, white, and gray tones. You cannot make any other color. If you make it like this and send, it will get rejected. So if there is no class like that, then in monochrome you can send this picture because this is a monotone. This is a sepia tone and it looks very fantastic in particularly monochrome. But I don't know why in most of the salons they brought the new rules. and they are not accepting this kind of CPR tones because during 1990s and 2000 time, we were printing our prints into CPR tones and sending and winning a lot of awards. And this looks excellent on landscapes and portraits, particularly. And in monochrome, the compositional factor is very important. This is the diagonal composition. Again, in this workshop at Kausani, when I took my people from YPS, nearly there were 18 YPS members, and other participants were 40. Around 40 people, nobody shot this. So I called two, three people. I told them, you change your lens to 400 and shoot. This is the composition. In landscapes, particularly, I use 400 because at 400, 300 the composition is entirely different, which you don't see otherwise. For a naked eye, you don't get that composition because totally you will be involving with 24 120 or 24 wide angle or 35 or 18 wide angle. You don't get to see that particular composition. So when you use 300 or 400 your whole landscape image becomes totally different. So here again, this is a picture in Kausani, and actually I processed in such a way that I should get good contrast because it was a total flat lighting when I shot this in the early morning in the mist. So if you know good processing, you can bring so many tones, color, black and white tones into the picture. And another hill picture with these pictures are good for all India salons. This will not do well in international salons. This may get acceptance or totally reject. So you must be prepared either for acceptance or rejection. It will not do more than that. And this is a studio portrait in one of the YPS workshops. So in nature photography, in nature section particularly, even though you have used long tele lens, you made the rules for, I mean, the taking pictures and also participating in this particular section is totally different from other sections. And nature photography itself is entirely different than color open monochrome travel and photojournalism. So here the separation between the bird and the background is so beautiful. I used a 600 f4 and the bird is sitting beautifully on the perch, everything is okay. This suits for all India salon up to acceptance level, or most of the time it has been rejected. So many of many of the times whenever I have sent 5-6 times, this picture has been rejected. I don't know why. If I am the judge, I would take at least up to acceptance of certificate because it is very sharp. The colors are so good. The composition is good. Everything is good. But why? What is wrong in this picture? See, at least you should get acceptance, not reject. Reject is the if the judges doesn't have good knowledge about this bird, how difficult to get or how easy to get, but how nicely you have made background, all these things, if they don't know, they will simply, just because they don't like it, they reject. The other reason is that in international salons, the kingfisher is very normal. So it will uh, it may not have good uh, it may not have good stand over going beyond acceptance or award or things like that. And another thing is, look for when I said in during judging this thing, uh, judges will look for something new, something action oriented. So it doesn't have either new or action oriented. So that could be one of the reasons for failures. So whereas this bird, though it is common than kingfisher, this makes a better acceptance and it can go up to award level. So Award means I'm not talking about PSA gold or PF gold like that. Award is above certificate or ribbon. Anything is award only. So it may do better than acceptance, but not like Kingfisher. Though it is a common subject, but the action is good. The patterns are good. This is something which you don't see with the coil. It is very rarely they call like this. This is a female. Whereas in Indian salons, the favorite among all the judges, whether he is a nature judge or other section judge, he loves it because there is some action, whether it is sharp or not sharp, or whether there is a blur, this thing or nothing, they don't mind. There is action, immediately they give 3, 4 or something like that. But a person in international judging, he looks into the picture where there is a drop of water falling from the mouth of the fish. So they rate this as a better picture than the previous one. So in national salon, they feel that this bird is just holding the fish. It has not tossed, because Indians, they are always they are oriented towards tossing of fish. The birds will toss the fish before gulping it. So they are more interested in that. Whereas in international salons, they look into the details of the fish, the sharpness, if there is something new or something interesting. So this is the difference between Indian and foreign salons. Another thing in uh, uh, Indian salons is that if the judge is not knowledgeable, that is why I'm telling, in nature and stressing again and again, because there could be some lot of organizers or some people who are into organizing committee. Please see that your nature section judges are nature photographers, really top class nature photographers. Many of the Indian salons judges, they feel this is a normal cock that is found in the towns and villages. This is a jungle fowl, and you see the colors, how beautiful winter colors it has got. So they don't check all this. They don't know all this to check whether it is a male or female, or whether it is a original color or not, or nothing. As soon as they see this, oh, he has sent some village cock. Oh, they will laugh at this and they'll give 1 mark or 2 marks. So that is the difference between Indian and international judge. And in salons, this particular picture will definitely, it's a failure in any salons, whether Indian or national salon. But when it comes to competitions, in nature competitions, they mark this more, because you can see one Siberian stone chat is sitting on the left hand side corner here. And there is a huge bird. It is 100, 200 times bigger than this Siberian stone chat. It's taking off, the duck taking off. So this composition they like. This type of images they love in competitions, in like Nature's Best or BBC or things like that. So that is the difference between salons and competitions. And here also, it is very beautiful for salons, particularly international, because of the composition, because of the colors and the lighting, the subject treatment, the background, everything. And when it comes to wildlife, as all of you know, that there are quite a hard rules amongst uh, with the recognition bodies. Some of the recognition bodies, they say that in wildlife, in wildlife, they you should not enter images that is having the man-made things in the picture, particularly the roads. So this is definitely no in international salons, particularly where it is PSA recognized salons. But otherwise, there is a fantastic image of a tusker, and the perfect posture and the perfect anatomy of the elephant is seen in this. And again, this will not go beyond acceptance in national and international level, but For a competitions, this is very nice. They love this kind of wide angle landscape with the animals. This is another picture of uh, common picture of some elephants in the early morning light at Corbett. And this is also good for acceptances, these kind of images. But whereas this, the Indian judges, they feel the face is not seen. But the foreigners, they love this picture. I got many acceptances only in the foreign countries than Indians. In Indian salons, where the international salon is held in India with the Indian judges, this is a failure because they say, where is the front? There is no face, only the back we can see. But this is the beauty of wildlife. And this is what even in the competitions also they love this kind of images. These offbeat images, not generally everybody will take. Very rarely you come to see, and you can see the tail position of this right side elephants. They are all uniform and rhythmatic. So in foreign countries it has made a good acceptances, and it has earned some ribbons also. And usually mother with coffee is always taken as a good image for both national and international salons. And this is not meant for salons, but this is for a particular thematic competition like macros or things like that. There is a moss mantis, which is very difficult to identify, and it is active only during midnight after 12 o'clock. And here also you can see the common grass hello. The right side two butterflies are mating. The third one is in it is disturbing the this thing because it that also wants to take a chance to mate. So this is the natural history of the butterflies. Most of the butterflies, when they just emerge out of the pupae, immediately they start mating because their lifespan is very short, and also they attract the males immediately, so they start mating. So the third one is the intruder which has come, and this is good for competitions than salons. And again, this is also a competition picture. So this may win award or may get acceptance is not the matter. I'm only highlighting you what kind of images to be selected for what salons and competitions. That's all. Don't think that these are all award winners or do well and all. I'm just giving you one idea like how to be selective for different competitions. That's all. And this is definitely a no in Indian salons, even though the judges in nature section, if they know the subject or anything, because they say that it is not full, it is very close up, and they cannot identify what it is. These lichens huntsman, which is one of the rarest spiders found in rainforests, and they sit on the lichens, camouflaging, and very difficult to identify them. And taking picture at that darkest of the night with the different lights is quite a challenging task. But as a photographer, I feel very happy to get such kind of images. And getting into salons is secondary, but it will be definitely a failure in salons. And again, this is a very common. Many of the people who go to rainforest during rainy days, they'll definitely get this cicada emerging. And many of the salons judges, they have seen thousands of these images. So we have to refrain from this and start doing something else, because this already I've got many people have got a lot of awards. So we look for something different. Again, we don't like to get acceptance, give acceptance for this or things like that. So here also robber fly eating a grasshopper, which is an award winner. I think those who are with me during that time when we shot, they all have got very good awards for this picture because the background, the camera angle, the composition, the lighting, everything was tailor made for this picture. So everybody has got excellent pictures of this. So this will do well for both national and international salons. And again, here you can see, this is what I said, the border. So without the border, you don't know where the picture ends, whether the picture is full frame, full of your computer screen, or only this much. So if you put border, then people will get idea where it is ending. So this is very important, but I don't know why the organizers, they put the rule that there should not be any borders. And these kind of new things you have to do it, because this is the one which I said eye catching, because in any of the subjects, when you are seeing monotonous subjects of macros or things like that, you should be different from others in the sense that not only in composition but even in lighting. I have used three flashlights for this to get this effect. So to control the lighting in macro is also very difficult, and very precisely you have to do it. And giving exposure is also highly technical. So if you create like this, I think in international nature sections, it may do well. It You have to be different. So this is a picture which is excellent in the terms of that natural history, and in a something new that judges look for. But absolutely, it is no for in national and international salons, because our judges' mindset is not open still. They are confined to one this thing, like horses, in the for the horses they put blockage next to the eyes, so the horses will not look here and there. So our judges have become like that. They have got one thought in the mind: the snake should be full, and it should be in the forest or on the ground. It should be full with the hood raised or something. But this kind of images, it will do well in nature competitions, which I said earlier, in BBC or Nature's Best or Nature in Focus, things like that. So this is something new, the beautiful shape and the composition, and something which generally people will not see this. Again, this is also not a salon picture, but this is a competition picture. So a forest lizard sitting on a mushroom, huge mushroom. So this is a caterpillar on a leaf. So why I am telling is because most of the people, they get confused, like which are the pictures to be selected for nature, things like that, national salon, international, everything is different, because they think that their pictures are not getting acceptance. These are the reasons. So again, this is a competition picture, not a salon picture, and high contrast black and white image. And recently I got a good award for this image in competition, not in sell-off. And here you can see a spider uh, uh, giving a ballooning, and uh, it is tossing the uh, prey, so that it is making it immovable. It is locking the prey by spraying this kind of silky threads. And this silky threads, they can do it from its anus. It leaves a gum like or a silk threads, so that uh, it will rotate the prey before it moves, and make it totally caged, and then later on it sucks the juice out of that prey. So this is the technique, and you can see how the spray is being made. And generally, if the nature judge, if they don't understand the process, they think why this person has taken the spider from the back, what it is and all. So it will be a failure. And again, this is a competition picture, not a salon, because Here in salons, they are used to see the spider in good lighting with a daylight, with a web and other things. The same web, when you change your eye position, if you go to the low angle in the sunlight, I have not used any lights for this. This is a sunlight. So there is a web just above my head. I'm just lying low and looking up towards the sun, and I can see this web in this color and this pattern. And to get this pattern, I have used a F4 or 5.6 for this picture. That's all I have done. And see how beautiful the pattern and colors the web has got. And it has got so many iridescent colors in the web, silk threads, that it is impossible to see when you take it in totally broad daylight. This is a top lighting coming from the sun at 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So this they can understand only in the competitions and not in salons. In salons, I have sent it even to YPS International. I have sent it drastically failure. And this is a common award-winning images in national and salons, and particularly international salons that is organized in India, because this is how everybody would have seen the insects mating and in broad daylight and with good this thing. That's why they straight away give this award. But it is a very common and very easiest of the subject that we can take. There is no challenging or anything. This tiger with a kill. And this is another one which got good this thing in competition. This is a yellow-throated martin, which is quite rare to find in the forest. This was taken in near Chopta in Uttarakhand in the high mountains, and these are the rhododendrons. And this uh, particular animal, which is just similar to mongoose, they go in search of birds' nest to feed on birds' eggs and other things and small reptiles and all. So that is how I got this martin on the rhododendrons. So this will not do well in all India and international salons. This will do good in competitions. The difference in competition and salon-oriented photography is that in competitions, uh, they call the top of the line nature photographers for judging. There will be 8 to 10 nature judges. Here we have got only one judge out of the 3 or 5. Only one judge who is capable of judging nature. The other two are just they are judges for other sections also. So they are called to do judging in nature. So they cannot do justice for our images. I am telling you frankly, they cannot do justice for this our images, particularly nature images. If there are all the three judges are nature judges, then something can be done. But in competitions, in international competitions like BBC, Nature's Best, all those things, and nature in focus, all those things, they call top of the line wildlife photographers who are expert in their own field. And particularly in the BBC, even the geologists, the archaeologists, and zoologists, they're all called uh, as a judges. Just be in the case, in case if they come across one or two pictures, they should be able to tell and explain what it is. Such kind of judging happens in competitions. So in all India salons and international, I already told. So this is another picture where in wildlife you can give close-ups also. So um, just another picture of my favorite picture, so I showed. So when it comes to photojournalism, the photojournalism is nothing but the news coverage. So in photojournalism, every minute, you cannot repeat. So supposing if I ask these people to come back and again post, it cannot happen. So you have to take whatever it is happening on the spot, and you should have to convey the message of the news, what it is happening in the this thing. So that is what is photojournalism. You cannot repeat the sequence, or you cannot stage manage like in photo travel or color open section. You cannot do that. So photojournalism is quite a different ball game altogether. So you have to be very quick enough to capture the moment, and quick enough to uh, do different compositions and take more number of pictures. And moreover, photojournalists are the people who are affected most, because anything can happen in the field. If they are taking um, uh, some earthquake or anything, the building may fall on them. If these fire things, if they are shooting any one of the fronts, it may come and hit you. It has happened to me twice in this festival. So, particularly in photojournalism, all these things, risks are involved in photojournalism. And these are the palm fronts with which these people they throw at each other in Katil festival, and this is one of the very fearful fire festival there. And there is a fire thing in a Puli dance in Krishna Janmashtami. These are all the pictures which is very common, and it will get acceptances or awards in photojournalism. And there is a Katil procession. They need in photojournalism, main importance is more than lighting, composition, or all of them are important though, but the news item or what it is happening, what it is showing, conveying the message is important. Here you can see this para Olympics uh, sports. That lady doesn't have both the legs, so they are using the artificial legs. This was taken long time back in Bangalore Paralympics. The same case here also, but good action and other things. And here also one of the Kusti Akadas in Kolhapur. And this is one of the festivals, Harora festivals. This is Krishna Janmashtami. So I am interested in all kinds of photography. So even fashion, even portraits, or still life, or this kind of images of aero show, or things like that. Because I'm a photographer, I'm a photo artist. I'm not tagged as wildlife or landscape photographer, even though make more of landscape and wildlife. I should not be tagged as like that. I am a photo artist. So here, getting this frills on this smoke is so interesting, and this is one of the aero displays, and all these things are very good subjects for photojournalism. So the last of the lot is the photo travel. So in photo travel, the more important is uh, you have to show the place, and people should feel like I must go to this place and visit. So that is the feeling it should give. That is the actual rules, they say. And of late they have changed a lot of rules, particularly in PSA. And FIAP, they have changed rules, like they have made it not photo travel, it is world in focus. So the rules are different for that, and PSA rules are different. And we photographers are the sufferers, because we have to please only these two organizations to get acceptance. So if you want acceptance, follow their rules. If you don't want acceptance, you be a good artist. So that is what the final this thing is. I want to be a good photo artist, and what I love, I want to share with others, I should. So these are the basic rules for photo travel. So you read the photo travel or other this thing derived from PSA rules or FIAP rules or all those things, because each one of them has got different rules. And this was all taken in uh, Vietnam. And this is one of the this thing which Landscape is also very good subject for photo travel section, and this has won many awards. And this is another landscape in Uttarakhand and one of my very favorite image. Now, recently I went with the family 2 years back. I don't find the house as well as the tree. So whenever you get opportunity, you keep shooting a lot of images because you don't know whether it will be there or not in the future, whether the government will allow you to capture that place or not, because the rules of the government also changes. So we are doing photography under so many restrictions. So there is no freedom for photo artists. Nowadays, it has become very restricted in many of the places. So we are losing our freedom. So this is another landscape which is good for photo travel. It has done well in photo travel section. And many people might have shot this Nubra Valley in Ladakh. And each time the composition changes, each time the lighting changes. So everybody will have, though the location is same, people will have different images. And this is a picture which they don't accept it in photo travel, because even though it's a candid image taken in Hampi, they feel that it may be posed. So posed images are not allowed in photo travel. They need more people. How can I place more people at the back and make them to watch this lady? It's quite difficult. So I cannot say this in photo travel section, but this can go for color open section. That is another rule where even though image is good, it should not look like posed, and arranged images and all you cannot take in photo travel. And again, there is a candid shot in Belur temple, and this was in Vietnam. These kind of images this particular image has done a lot of very good, a lot of acceptances and many awards. This was taken in Malpe Beach. See, actually, the rule says that you cannot do arranged image. How can they find whether I have arranged this or not? Of course, it is our consciousness that we have to adhere to that this thing. But how long you can keep following their rules always? It is quite difficult. And these baskets are all haphazardly, it was thrown all over. So just for the composition, I brought all of them and put it here and started shooting. That time, these people started coming here from the boat, the new boat brought fishes. They started coming, but I had made composition with the foreground with these baskets. So it was partly arranged and partly it is candid. But how the judges can find that? It's quite a difficult this thing. And again, there is a candid shot, though they arrange it in Rajasthan deserts, but this was taken from almost a kilometer using 400 mm for composition. And they were just going and just shot this. And this also has done very well in international travel section. And this picture is actually montage. So I have used two images, one the sunset image and the foreground is another image. These kind of montage image are with digital manipulation, you cannot enter in travel section or in photojournalism. This picture can go only in color open section. So whatever you have done manipulation or changed something or here and there and all, even the processing, if you have used a different technique and given different effects, you should not send it in travel section. Of late, this is doing very well in travel section in international level because it's showing the the real local essence of Karnataka, the Janapada people, folk people celebrating the folk festival. And this was my earlier successful picture in travel image. This I stopped about 5 years back. I am not sending anywhere, but it was a very successful travel images. I named this as a tigress on the outside and tigers inside pictures. And this was taken in Jodhpur. This is also under travel section only. This is also doing very well in travel section. See, here it is not staged because you can see so many people in the picture and they are all watching this lady. And another photographer is at the back. I had not seen him while processing my image only. I saw him. This again, it is doing well in uh, travel section. This is one of my favorites in from Vietnam, and again, this is a candid picture. And this one is a different fishing techniques used by Odisha fishermen. So they use these hand baskets. This it has won at least about 20 different awards and more than 25 acceptances in international salons. Very successful travel image. And this was a candid shot taken in Katil festival. This is also one of the very favorite and very nice image for travel section. This is Maharanga Fort in Jodhpur. So thank you, friends, and I hope I have given you a wide spectrum of how to select your images for all India salons and international salons. So I'll stop presenting. So over to you, Girish, if there are any questions and other
Thank you,
things.
sir. My first word is ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಬ್ಬದ ಊಟ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿತ್ತು.
Thank you so much.
Festival. Andre it contained like a festival lunch for us. Starting ಹಿಡಿದು ಪಾಯಸ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದು ಭಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. salon ಏನೇನ್ ಬೇಕೋ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ನ್ಯೂ ಕಮರ್ ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ salon, whatever he requires, knowledge about salon, what is a salon, how to participate, what to see in a salon, rules agli or any other regulations, what they impose, how they impose, all those things was well fed today to all our participants.
Thank you so much.
I think participants will also appreciate the effort you have taken in giving such a wonderful presentation.
Thanks.
Now going to the questions, sir, I think people are satisfied and they have got all the answers from your presentation. We have very few questions, which I would like to take one by one. The first question is from Arjun Harith.
Oh, Baba.
He is asking, why do images that have won awards in prestigious competitions like BBC, NHM or DJMPC often fail to perform in salons? Is it because salon judges struggle to view them from a fresh perspective, or are they accustomed to monotonous approach of evaluating familiar or overdone subjects? If this is the case, why aren't judges from such prestigious competitions invited to judge salons, nature especially?
Actually, the answer is in your question only, Arjun. Because I already told all these aspects why it is happening. It has happened to me also. And basically, I have told my grievances to the audience, as well as from many years I have been complaining to FIP also. But nobody are taking any action on this, particularly nature. Because nature section is suffering a lot because of this. Because in the competitions, as I said, they have the best of the nature knowledgeable judges. More than 8 to 10 people will be there judging different aspects of wildlife. Whereas in all India salons and international salons, there will be only one nature judge, the real nature judge. The other two are the ones who have already judges on color open or monochrome, but still they are called to judge nature, where they will not be having the real, they don't know the real essence of wildlife, but still as a judge this select. But I feel even the judges, they should not accept this Just because somebody asked you to judge, if you don't have knowledge in that particular section, please don't accept, because the entrants are the sufferers. You are doing injustice to the entrants. You are called as a judge where you have to do justice, but because of your less knowledge in that particular section, you are doing injustice. So please, judges also who are aspiring judges, please do not accept the sections if you are don't have knowledge in that particular section. Just because somebody invited you to that this thing, don't accept it. That is the reason, Arjun. I hope you understand.
Nice, sir. To add one point here, sir, I think in normally salons, the recognition bodies like FIAP or PSA or FIP, they will have a condition saying that judges should have some distinctions. Without distinctions, you cannot make them a jury panel, bring them in the
Yes.
jury panel.
Yes.
That is also one aspect, because in the competitions there is no such rule, and a person without distinctions also goes to judging. We cannot bring that person into a salon judging.
Yes.
This,
Actually,
please, sir, please say.
see, actually, when I was a president a few years back, I tried one experiment. Okay. In one of the internationals, I called some of the judges who are not at all salon exhibitors, but they are top of the line wildlife photographers. They are much, much better than our MFIAP or FRPS photographers in salons. They are much better. So I called them, but unfortunately, those people could not understand the salon-oriented images, what we require in salons. So they thought even the pictures which could get acceptance, awards or acceptances, they totally rejected because it is not up to their standard. So here the problem comes because the judges expect too much, and they expect in line with their standard. Where salon entrants, they may not be at their judges standard where the judges are in competitions. Whereas in salons, that is the reason why in All India Salon and International Salon, the judges should have distinctions or anything, is because they understand the salon concept. They understand what is required for salons and how we judge national and international salons. So, sending your entries to the in competitions and winning there is a real challenge than getting awards in national and international salons. I vouch for competitions where we feel really proud to win awards there.
Well said, sir. I was about to bring back those moments what you said about the salons where we had judges from non-salon exhibitors.
Yeah,
The experiment what we did, and I was proud to part of that.
Yes, exactly.
Sir, I think next question we have from Divya S. Sir, how much is too much of processing? Is it possible to have a subsequent session showing and explaining before and after images of a few award-winning pictures? I think this is a good point brought out by Divya. I think we should, YPS as a committee, we should take this note and plan such things. Any opinion on from your side, sir?
Absolutely. Actually, when we are judging salons, initial this thing marks we give it for acceptance as 3. Okay, by just overlooking at it from the perspective of good subject and good composition, we just give 3 marks or something. But when supposing if the similar subject, if it gets 5 marks or 4 marks or anything, it comes to the award. So that time we see critically and see all these points. And even while judging initial also, once if we see the image, we know that it is over processed. What happens? How do you find whether it is over processed or some technique has been used? Generally, when you see, look at a picture, it should be pleasing with all aspects of photography, like everything. So in the processing, the main importance is about the lighting and the colors. If the colors are oversaturated, if the colors are not looking natural, if the lighting is not looking natural and all, then it is a over process. If there are more saturated colors or those things, because in generally we know, we have seen so many subjects, we have seen so many come across so many other subjects also. We know what it looks like. So if it is really over, then immediately anybody can, even you also, you can immediately say it is overdone processing. Everything should be natural in processing.
Thank you, sir. I see no further questions on the chat box, sir. I think people are have got their answers during your presentation itself. And there are a lot of appreciation from all our participants here in the chat box saying it's an excellent presentation.
Thank you so much.
Real eye-opener and elaborate session for salon participants or aspiring participants. All those kinds of messages are there in the chat box, I could see. On behalf of IPS, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much, sir, for giving such a wonderful presentation. As rightly said, it's an eye-opener for every salon participant.
Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure for me to give any webinar for YPS. And Mr. Girish, you being a good host, thank you so much for coordinating with me.
Thank you.
And thanks a lot for everybody for who have taken their own precious time and attending this.
Yes, really, absolutely. We thank all the participants also for being here for such a long session of more than 2 hours. Satish sir had been speaking on the just one word, salon. He can talk even more, also continue on this subject. But now we are already overshot. I think
Yes.
we were supposed to close. Anyway, people has enjoyed the session. That is the ultimate goal of having such an event. So thank you one and all. I would like to sign off, Girish Anantamurthy from YPS. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.